Hello everyone and welcome to PendulumEdu guys. Here in this session for vocabulary, I am back with yet another session for you guys right here, and I hope that you guys have practiced what you have done in the previous session, and today we are here with a fresh session. So with me I have Vishali, I have Samir as of now, so these people have joined us. Quickly leave comment and let me know how many of you joined. Rahul is here, right? That's great. So let's begin with the session for today guys, and thank you for joining in. The article for today heads as growth with inequality. Like we're talking about growth that is there in our country, but alongside there's some sort of inequality, which means the sections that need growth, or one particular section is growing, the other is not. So there is inequality when it comes to growth. Now what does this mean? I am going to let you know. Samir says, I want to join session every day, but I have poor internet connectivity in my province. No problem, Samir. If it gets fixed, it's great. If it doesn't, whenever you get your internet fixed, you can join us, and we'll be more than happy to have you with us here. Okay. All right. On Economic Survey 2021. So when it comes to the Economic Survey, we are talking about that there is growth with inequality, and this is what has come out from the Economic Survey. We have drawn this inference. Let's see what Economic Survey 2021 said or had to tell, and that is when we got these inferences from there. The Economic Survey seems to privilege wealth creation over reduction of income disparity. Now what does the Economic Survey seem to privilege? Privilege, that is actually a verb used here, that means give importance to. Give importance to, किसी चीज को महत्वपूर्ण बनाना या किसी चीज को ज़्यादा महत्व देना. ठीक है. So what are they trying? They're trying to privilege wealth creation over reduction of income disparity. So Economic Survey 2020 has come to this point that as of now, what is happening in the country, people are after wealth creation. People are trying to have more and more, money and income, but there is no step, or there is nothing done to balance or to reduce the income disparity. Disparity, that is noun. Disparity means difference, जिसको हिंदी में हम कहते हैं असमानता. Alright. So इनकम डिस्पैरिटी को बैलेंस या रिड्यूस करने के लिए कुछ भी नहीं किया जा रहा है. The only thing that the people and government is after is wealth creation. Everyone wants to make more and more money. Nobody wants to keep it equal. Like one person has billions, the other person has nothing. That is income disparity. Okay guys? Alright. Hello Sanjeev. Yes Rahul, definitely. The most disturbing point for me was I was confused with LIC getting sold out. So I was having a discussion about it. So definitely yes, there are very few points that have come up, or things we will discuss about that also in the upcoming sessions. Don't worry about it, okay? Yes Rahul, disparities are samanata, bilkul correct hai. The Economic Survey for 2020 and 21 is an expansive attempt. Expansive, that is a wide attempt. It is an adjective. कहते हैं ना कि फैला हुआ. So it's an expansive attempt at reviewing the developments in the Indian economy during the current fiscal year and providing an outlook for its near-term prospects. Outlook. What is outlook? Outlook is noun, that means perspective. perspective. Now guys, I want you guys to know one thing, one point to note right here, जिसको हम हिंदी में कहते हैं दृष्टिकोण। किसी का एक सोचने का तरीका, जो व्यू पॉइंट होता है वो, ठीक है। यहाँ पे एक चीज़ देखेंगे, फॉर इट्स नियर टर्म प्रोस्पेक्टिव। ग्रामर में आपको इन दोनों के बीच में एरर पूछी जाती है। जैसे मैंने कहा था, मैं ग्रामर के कुछ पॉइंट्स हाईलाइट करूँगी अब से एडिटोरियल में। दैट इज व्हाट आई एम ट्राइंग टू डू हियर। You guys get a confused attempt, or you guys get an error spotting based on this, that is IT apostrophe S and ITS. Remember, this is a contraction for it is. If I have to say if I have to just state something, I'm just stating that it's raining, okay, it's late, it's early, it's morning, okay. So I'm going to use this because I'm saying it is morning, it is late, okay. But whenever I have to express possession, if I have to tell that something belongs to someone, then I'm going to use it. देखो, it's near term perspective. किसका perspective है? Current financial year के prospects हैं कि आगे क्या होगा. So whenever we trying to express possession, we will use ITS, it's without an apostrophe. Getting it, guys? Exam crack, Vashali, Sanjeev, is it clear now? Okay, when you have to express possession or belonging, कोई चीज़ किसी की है, उनको belong, non-living के लिए याद रखिएगा, non-living and animals, okay. Then चलो एग्जाम्पल देती हूँ। आई एम वाइपिंग ऑफ द स्क्रीन एंड देन आई कोट सम एग्जाम्पल्स। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, इफ आई से it's late or it's dark now, you should not go out. So this will be it is. मैं यहाँ पर I'm not expressing possession, I'm not telling that something belongs to someone, I'm just simply stating something. But if I say the dog and its tail, so ये tail किसका है? Dog का. Express करे possession, we will use ITS, its, okay. So is this clear now? Exam crack, I've given you examples also. Vishali and Rahul are saying yes, that means it's clear. So I believe let's go ahead with it now. Ciao, let's go ahead. So I was telling you that it is providing an outlook, that's perspective, for its near-term prospects. Prospects, that is future activities or future incidents जो हो सकते हैं भविष्य में. Spread over 700 pages, the survey opts for a self-congratulatory tone while highlighting the policy, emphasizing the policy achievements of the government in steering the economy through the treacherous shoal of the most unfathomable global health emergency experienced in modern history. अभी आप एक चीज देखिएगा, the most unfathomable global health emergency experienced in modern history. Such a lengthy statement given just to make reference to coronavirus. They might have written, they should have written COVID, the treacherous shoals of the coronavirus or the COVID pandemic. But what did the writer choose? He or she chose the most unfathomable blah 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 blah. Because they wanted it to make more what? Descriptive, plus they wanted to beautify their statement. Getting it? So COVID के लिए कितना बड़ा एक statement दे दिया है. This is a clause that is defining it. Getting it? Hello Ruhi, good morning. Getting my point? So I'm going to explain you the meanings. देखो, treacherous जो है, treacherous, it is an adjective. हिंदी में हम कहते हैं इसको कपटी. Okay, one who is dishonest, who is not truthful, who is clever, who is very sharp-minded. That's treacherous. Shoal is Noun, that is, see, shoal is generally used as a collective noun for fish. We say shoal of fish, okay? But shoal also means a huge number of, or a crowd. A great number of people together, that's a crowd. So that's the shoals of, the most unfathomable. Unfathomable, that is something that is not able to be perceived or understood. Unfathomable is an adjective that cannot be clearly understood. जो चीज़ को आप स्पष्ट तरीके से नहीं समझ सकते, that is unfathomable. Okay? So this COVID-19 or this emergency, health emergency, is unfathomable because it is not at all understandable. Like, it is extremely dubious in thought. Like, people don't know what to do and what not to do. Yes, Rahul, that's absolutely correct. They've written the complete statement there. Okay? So that's the treacherous shoal of the most unfathomable global health emergency. Getting it? I'm going ahead with it. So अभी government को इस चीज़ पर focus करना, जो economic survey है 700 pages का, it was highlighting what? The policy achievements of government in this pandemic. Okay? Moving ahead, the writer says, citing an approach that used graded public health measures to transform the short-term trade-off between lives and livelihoods into a win-win that would save both lives and livelihoods over the longer term. Now, citing an approach, that means stating. Cite मतलब बताना या कोई चीज़ का वर्णन करना, घोषण करना. Trade off is a compromise. एक तरह का compromise जो कि अदला बदली होती है, जिसको हम trade off कहते हैं. क्या होता है? अदला बदली, that is a compromise that we make, give and take, between lives and livelihoods into a win-win that would save both lives and livelihoods over the longer term. The survey asserts that India established a globally unique model of strategic policy making in containing the COVID-19 pandemic. Till here, let's understand. They are saying that while there were proper health measures taken, ताकि हम इस difficult situation से we could move out and transform into a better living place, okay, into a better situation and condition. Now, also the survey asserts or states that India has established a unique model. It has established a unique model of policy making when it comes to COVID-19. This is what the survey comes out with. It tells that India has done like immensely well when it comes to the COVID-19 policy making process. Is this clear until here? Rahul, Ruhi, Sanjeev, exam crack. We have Vishali. Is it clear, Sameer? Until here, are you guys with me? You have no doubt here to understand. Anybody who is in doubt can quickly let me know. Okay, great, chalo, yes, okay. Now they say while helping the economy recover quickly from its deleterious impact, its deleterious impact, economy अपने ऊपर जो impact आया उसकी बात कर रहे हैं. So it's deleterious. Deleterious is an adjective which means harmful. हिंदी में हम कहते हैं हानिकारक. So ये जो deleterious impact है इसको economy bear कर रही है और इससे रिकवर करने की कोशिश कर रही है इकोनॉमी. There is no denying that the country appears to have not only flattened the curve but also, crucially, so far avoided a bruising second wave of infections. Guys, see the use of article. See the use of article. A bruising second wave. This article is for wave, not infections. Wave of infections. So article A is there because we have singular subject, singular countable subject, wave. So when you have wave, you will be using article. See, a or an, they are used with singular countable subjects. Are you getting my point? A or an, these are indefinite articles and we use them with singular countable subjects. Alright? Is this well understood? Great. Now, moving ahead. So far avoided a bruising second wave infection seen in much of Europe and the US. Now, we have avoided the second wave. We haven't got a hit. Okay, and unlike Europe and US, they have got the second wave. While it may be debatable as to how much of the turn in the pandemic's progress could be attributed wholly to the proactive policy measures. Proactive, again an adjective that means well in advance and quick. Hindi में we use this word सक्रिय. So proactive measures, किस हद तक हम कहें कि the way we have overcome this pandemic or the virus's impact, it is because of the proactive measures taken by the government. To what extent we can say this? The survey's contention that India has turned the crisis into an opportunity to strengthen its long-term growth potential through seminal reforms sounds off-key. Now this doesn't seem relatable. Off-key मतलब this seems unrelatable. ये बिल्कुल भी इससे संबंधित नहीं लगता है, कुछ weird ही लग रहा है कि आप इसको consider कर रहे हो कि इंडिया ने इसको opportunity की तरह यूज किया है and it has strengthened. उन्होंने अपनी long term growth को इससे मजबूत बना लिया है. Yes, exam prep तत्पर, yes, तत्पर भी कह सकते हैं हम proactive को. That's absolutely correct. Especially given the ongoing farmers' agitation against the new farm laws, as well as the plight. What is plight? Plight is noun, guys. Plight is noun subject. That means the problems. Plight means the problems. जो कि दुविधा हैं या दुख दर्द हैं, उनको हम plight कहते हैं. Plight of struggling small and medium scale industries and informal sectors. Now the government, see, if the cream is progressing, that doesn't mean that the entire nation is progressing, and that is what we are talking about, growth inequality. Because the only, I would say the SMEs, as you see, small industries and the informal industries or sectors, they are not growing. The farmers, they have problems, but the creamy layer or the better sections of the society are growing. That is the growth inequality we are talking about. Yes, situation, you can say the plight is situation, but that's a negative situation. Maybe a problematic situation, that you can say plight. Moving ahead, the writer adds, the survey goes on to forecast. Now see, to ke baad we use first form of verb and forecast is this first form. Now second form and third form for forecast is the same. Forecast is first form, forecast is second form, and the third form is also forecast. So whether it's 1, 2, 3, they are the same. There's no forecasted. Okay, nothing as forecasted. Is it clear to all of you? Great. So the survey forecasts that the economy is currently experiencing a V-shaped recovery that would enable GDP to expand even by a conservative estimate. So we are going like this. We had hit down, we've touched down, now we're going up again by 11% in the real terms in 2021 and 22. Still, to achieve that level of real growth, retail inflation must moderate substantially to average 4.4% or less over the 12-month period through March 2022, given that the survey has projected nominal growth of 15.4%. Now, these are the estimations given, okay, and the real-time values given. That where are we at present and what are we estimating in the coming year or in the coming time or the future. So we are also talking about that there should be, drop, or the inflation rate should come to a moderate still. Because we need these things to, really take it up. We need to pace it up. Also, while batting for a fiscal push to support the reviving economy, that is the growing economy, the upcoming और the growing economy जो कि उभरती हुई है, जिसको हम क्या कहते हैं, उभरता हुआ, जो उभरती हुई इकोनॉमी है उसको सपोर्ट करना होगा. It posits an upside to the growth prognosis predicated on. Prognosis is the future estimation. It is noun. Future prediction, you can say. It is the prediction made. ठीक है, भविष्यवाणी. That is what prognosis is. It predicated on, among other factors, that is, it is dependent on other factors, a rapid rollout of the COVID-19 vaccine and a recovery in demand in the battered service sector. So there are other things also on which the recovery in the economy depends, and the predictions made are based on that. However, the document fails in providing an honest assessment of the on-ground economic situation by overlooking or ignoring key aspects, including the extent of unemployment, even as it hints at the level of rural joblessness, which followed the return of millions of urban casual workers in the wake of last year's hastily implemented lockdown. Now we are talking about the daily wages, the rural people who were there working on the sites and they had to go back to the cities because there was no work when there was an urgency for the lockdown in the last year. So there are things that have to be looked into. What is going to be done for these rural jobless people? What to what level these people have suffered and what would be done for them? There are people whose salaries were deducted. So what is being done for their moratorium? Like the amount that they were loans on their head, but they didn't have that much income. So what about that? So what is the government looking forward to for the middle class people and for the lower class, not just the upper class? That is the inequality we are talking about. That is the disparity, income disparity we are talking about. Yes, it is clear. Okay, great. So guys, how many of you agree that government is focusing on the cream and the upper class to progress and progress and progress, the only industries? Otherwise, the middle class and the lower middle class, they are like lying without a helping hand. How many of you agree to this? Hello, Winnie. So quickly let me know, guys. How many of you agree to this point? And I believe the writer is also emphasizing or is trying to focus on the same thing. I'm waiting for your responses. You guys can quickly let me know. Okay, I guess people are delaying a response. Quickly let me know, guys, if you guys agree. Yes, okay. People are saying yes. Rahul has answered that he believes yes, the government is doing so. Guys, this is what disparity, this word. I'm wiping off the screen, guys. This is what disparity is. And in our country, it is at the next level. It is income disparity. So this has to be, reduced. It has to be looked up to rather than wealth creation. Okay, that is what we're talking about. बिल्कुल, चलिए संजीव, मैं आपको इसके डिफरेंस बता देती हूँ, माइग्रेंट, इमिग्रेंट और एमिग्रेंट. एक बार सब देखेंगे गाइस. संजीव ने क्वेश्चन पूछा है, देयर इज अ वर्ड. पहले तो माइग्रेंट देख लो भाई. माइग्रेंट, एनीवन, कोई भी व्यक्ति जो किसी काम से, ठीक है. माइग्रेंट वो होते हैं जिनका कोई परमानेंट घर नहीं होता है, वो वन प्लेस टू अदर प्लेस ट्रैवल करते ही रहते हैं, वो माइग्रेंट्स होते हैं. They don't have a particular place to settle, तो वो they keep on moving from one place to other. Okay, they are migrant. इमिग्रेंट और एमिग्रेंट को देखो कैसे समझेंगे, बहुत ध्यान से समझेंगे. ई और आई पर फोकस करो जरा. ई और आई पर, ठीक है, ध्यान से सुनना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ये इंडिया है, हमारी कंट्री, और यहाँ पर हम आ गए, दिस इज कैनेडा, ठीक है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आई मनीषा, मैं इंडिया से कनाडा जा रही हूँ. व्हाट आई एम डूइंग, मैं इंडिया से कनाडा जा रही हूँ. तो मैं अपना कंट्री, अ पर्सन हु लीव्स हिज ओन कंट्री टू सेटल इन अनदर कंट्री, हु लीव्स हिज ओन कंट्री. लीविंग, ई फॉर एग्जिट, ई फॉर immigrant, that is immigrant. A person who leaves his or her own country और दूसरे जगह पर जाकर सेटल हो जाते हैं, that is emigrant. अपना देश छोड़ने वाला और दूसरे देश में जाके सेटल हो जाने वाला, ठीक है, that is emigrant. अब इमिग्रेंट वो व्यक्ति जो इनसाइड, जो अपने देश में वापस आ जाता है या अपने स्वदेश में आता है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, मैं इंडिया से कनाडा में सेटल होने नहीं गई, मैं इंडिया से कनाडा गई कुछ काम के और मैं वापस. द पर्सन हु कम्स बैक टू हिज ओन कंट्री, द पर्सन हु कम्स बैक टू हिज ओन कंट्री, दैट इज एन इमिग्रेंट. ओके, इज इट क्लियर टू ऑल ऑफ यू? सो आप अपना देश छोड़ के कहीं और जा रहे हो, यू आर इमिग्रेंट. बट अगर आप अपने ही देश में वापस आ रहे हो सेटल होने, यू आर इमिग्रेंट. इज इट क्लियर? आई फॉर इनसाइड, ई फॉर एग्जिट. इज इट क्लियर नाउ संजीव? एग्जाम क्रैक बहुत जल्दी जा रही हूँ, ठीक है, चलो. और आपका क्या होगा बताओ जरा इंग्लिश में फिर. चलिए संजीव, is it clear to everyone these meanings that you guys have asked me for? Is it clear to all of you? चलो, great, yes, okay. चलो तो फिर आगे बढ़ते हैं आर्टिकल पे. The writer says this it does by taking credit for a record 311.92 crore person days or work generated over the last 10 months under MT Narega scheme. This it does, जो कि हम बात कर रहे हैं about focusing on SMEs and other informal sectors, and in contending that growth should be, contending that is stating or telling or specifying, the growth should be prioritized over inequality in tackling poverty. Tackling, that is managing. When the pandemic has exacerbated means to worsen, खराब करना guys, किसी चीज को बद से बदतर करना, exacerbate. So they are saying that in contending or in stating that the pandemic has exacerbated the gap. अगर आप ये कह रहे हो कि आप प्रायोरिटाइज कर रहे हो इनइक्वालिटी को, सॉरी, द ग्रोथ शुड बी प्रायोरिटाइज ओवर इनइक्वालिटी, तो वो गलत है ना। ग्रोथ को इनइक्वालिटी भी प्रायोरिटाइज मत करो, पहले तो इक्वालिटी लाओ, फिर सबकी ग्रोथ की बात करो, है ना। अगर ग्रोथ ही ग्रोथ कर रहे हो तो जो बिल्कुल नीचे है उसकी तो ग्रोथ कैसे ही होगी, राइट। सो वो इस चीज़ को और इस गैप को और ख़राब कर रहा है। पैंडेमिक ने तो कर ही दिया है, और भी ख़राब हो रहा है। Between the rich and the poor, and the finance minister is set to present her budget. The survey seems to privilege wealth creation over all else. कुछ नहीं दिख रहा है सरकार को, it's just like after wealth creation, पैसा पैसा बनाना है। Bring equality, guys. Rich is the richer, the rich is getting richer and poor is getting poorer. So what sort of growth is it? संजीव, बहुत जल्दी हम सीजल के लिए भी क्लास लेकर आ रहे हैं, ओके, डोंट वरी, वी आर कमिंग विद अप विद इट। सो इज इट क्लियर? दिस इज द एंटायर आर्टिकल दैट आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट फॉर टुडे। नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू मूव ऑन टू द टॉप 5 वर्ड्स फॉर द डे एंड यू गाइज हैव टू आंसर मी द सेम। ग्रामर के लिए मैंने आपको 2+V1 समझाया, मैंने आपको इट्स और इट्स समझाया, एंड देयर वाज वन मोर थिंग दैट आई टोल्ड यू, आर्टिकल ए और एंड। तो ये थोड़े छोटे छोटे पॉइंट्स हैं, बट प्लीज ध्यान में रखेंगे, ओके। चलिए, टॉप 5 वर्ड्स गाइज ये रहे डे के। यस, बिल्कुल सही बात है, एग्जाम में अमीर अमीर और गरीब गरीब होते जा रहे हैं इस देश में। इक्वालिटी के नाम पर कुछ नहीं है और ग्रोथ के नाम पर सबको बेवकूफ़ बनाया जा रहा है। सो गाइज, नाउ क्विकली टेल मी the meaning of these words. Exacerbate is verb, हमने अभी किया है जस्ट लास्ट पार्ट में। अनफैथमेबल एडजेक्टिव था, कोविड के लिए आया था ये वर्ड। डिस्पैरिटी में आपको भी बता चुकी हूँ, नाउन है। ट्रीचरस एडजेक्टिव है, डिलिटरस भी एडजेक्टिव है। एग्जाम क्रैक कहते हैं 1 is to worsen, यस, किसी चीज़ को बद से बदतर करना, दैट इज एग्जैकबेट, दैट्स एब्सोल्युटली करेक्ट। एग्जाम क्रैक। Disparity is असमानता, yes, that's difference. Inequality आप कह सकते हैं, है ना, that is disparity, absolutely correct. Then what else? Answer it guys quickly. Yes, बद से बदतर होना, संजीव, yes, exacerbate. Treacherous is dishonest, जिस पर भरोसा ना किया जा सके, यस। गाइज, हिंदी में बजाय ना इंग्लिश का वर्ड ढूंढा करो मीनिंग देने के लिए, तो तुमको भी लगेगा कि एग्जाम में ट्रीचर्स के साथ अगर डिसऑनेस्ट दिया होगा तो यू कैन क्विकली मार्क इट, नो। देन deleterious and unfathomable are left. कपटी, दैट इज ट्रीचरस, यस, हिंदी में हमने एक वर्ड किया था कपटी, दैट इज ट्रीचरस। डेलेटेरियस इज हार्मफुल, ठीक है, जो कि आपको नुकसान पहुंचा सके। डेलेटेरियस इज हार्मफुल, हानिकारक, ठीक है, जो हमने किया था। एंड व्हाट इज अनफैथमेबल गाइस? समथिंग दैट इज नॉट अंडरस्टैंडेबल, जिसको पूरी तरह से या साफ ढंग से समझा ना जा सके, that is unfathomable. Yes, Rahul, deleterious is harmful, absolutely correct, that's correct, Rahul. To cause harm, yes, exam crack, to cause harm, that is deleterious. Great. Unfathomable is not understandable. Now everyone has answered all these words, that's great. So these are the words guys for today, and this was the entire article that we were supposed to discuss for today. Guys, thank you for joining in, and I will see you tomorrow in the next session, also at 10 a.m. come with me today on again live, okay, on the YouTube channel for discussion of CDS previous year set. Okay, I'll be discussing all 120 questions with you from CDS 1 2020 paper 1. So be there and join the session with me. Thank you so much guys for joining in today's vocabulary session. I shall see you tomorrow again in the same session. Thank you.